What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Higachi Station. I'm your boy Q. Before we get started today, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Today we're going to be talking about the potential futures, or at least what I think could possibly happen for the future of Dragon Ball. Because we know it's not going anywhere. Makes too much money. It's like One Piece. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So the first thing I want to talk about is Planet Sadala. This is the Saiyan planet in Universe 6 that Cabba's from, cauliflower, kale, blah, blah, blah. So how do we get there? Alright, well, maybe Cabba sends an invite and calls Goku and Vegeta. It's like, yo, like, you guys should come over, come check it out, come fuck around. Or maybe Cabba's getting married. Maybe there's a wedding. Maybe Cabba's marrying Kale. Or Cauliflower. Or whoever, or somebody random that we don't even know. Maybe there's like a reason that he invited them over, like an occasion or a party. It could just be, yo, come check it out. I promised you I'd show you around. So we get there. How do we get there? Spaceship, Dragon Balls, Whis. There's a bunch of ways, right? Okay, so what do we know about Planet Sadala? Well, it's a Saiyan planet. They have the strongest army in Universe 6. What the wiki said. And we know King Sadala is very proudful, just like Vegeta. Cabba says this, our king is just like you, blah blah blah. Okay, all right, I can see where this could go wrong. So we show up. Goku and Vegeta are there. Maybe some Z fighters tag along. There's Gohan, Goten, Trunks. Maybe the Saiyans are there. Would be awesome. So maybe Vegeta's walking around and he's like looking. It's like, you people are just so weak. And he's just a Debbie Downer the entire time, looking down on all of them like, you call yourself Saiyans? Like, how dare you? Then maybe the king picks up on this attitude. Or maybe Vegeta says it right to his face. It's like, you're the king? You're weak. Useless. Maybe he starts talking shit to the king's face. I wouldn't put it past Vegeta. And the king, being proud, because we know him to be prideful, is like, oh, you think you're better, Prince of No One? Bring it. Let's throw hands. Maybe they spar. Maybe they fight over the throne. Could be a big trip. Maybe he has power that nobody knew about. Not even Cabba, because Cabba didn't know what a Super Saiyan was. Maybe he goes Super Saiyan 3. Or 4. If they make 4 canon with the other universe, I will be forever grateful. Because 4 is my favorite transformation. Just based on look. Because I love the Ozaru. I love the monkey tails. And I loved when 4 brought us back to the monkey. So if King Sadala goes Super Saiyan 4, new second favorite character. Because Vegeta is the God King. Now, they fight. Maybe while this is going on, maybe it's just a sparring session. So maybe Goku goes off to eat, or maybe Cauliflower challenges Goku to a fight. She's been training, so now he's training her and Kale. Maybe Gohan, Goten, and Trunks tag along for that training session. Maybe Goku just watches Gohan and Kale. Sorry, Gohan. Well, yeah, sure, Gohan and Kale, or Gohan and Cauliflower fight. Or Goten and Trunks versus Kale. Or Gotenks versus Kale. Maybe we could get a whole bunch of scenarios, right? Maybe they could age Goten and Trunks, and then Goten and Trunks can have kids with Saiyans. Please! Anyways, but so like anything could really happen. But what I want, and what I expect to happen, is for King Sadala and Vegeta to fight. Whether it's for real, or just a fight. That remains to be seen. But I can almost guarantee that if we go there, we're throwing hands. And we have to go there because it was promised. It was teased. What else I got? Maybe during the wedding ceremony or just visit, Frieza, or this could also just be a way for us to get us there. But either during our visit or before our visit, Frieza and Frost team up to take over Planet Sadala because they have something that Frost wants and convinced Frieza that, oh, maybe you would want this, blah, blah, blah. Like, you help me, I'll help you. So let's go take over them. So Frieza goes over there. Maybe that's the distress signal that shows up for Vegeta and Goku, and they're like, Frieza's causing a mess, Kakarot. I told you this would happen. And then they go, save the day. Or mid-fight, or after fight, when they're kind of beaten down, kind of tired and drained, that's when Frieza and Frost make their move. Because that's what they would do. They would wait for everybody to be exhausted. And if they knew they were fighting, I'll just wait. Because I don't want the smoke. So they show up. Maybe they have some super technology, or Frieza wants to enslave some monkeys, or... But anything could really happen. And maybe that's how Frieza gets reintroduced while we're there. Maybe Frieza's been training. Right? So that's that. Maybe Frieza's been training. Maybe that's how Frieza becomes a problem for the Z Fighters again, even though he said he doesn't want to fight them yet. Maybe he's been training. Maybe he has a new form. Maybe it's fucking blue Frieza, which, come on, please no. Please no. I don't want a blue Frieza. I miss Frieza's transformations being like transformations, not just like a color palette swap. Like, Golden Frieza was such a disappointment. I get it. He went gold because Super Saiyan is yellow. Cool, fine, dandy, no. But I don't... Blue Frieza, I'm going to be pissed. What if Frieza gets UI? Now, how would Frieza get UI? Well, there could be a rogue angel out there. An evil angel. Lucifer. Not Lucifer, but like Luciferial. Or... What's Lucifer in alcohol? Tequila. No, but like, maybe there's a dark angel, a bad angel, a banished angel out there, and Frieza bumps into him. Maybe he likes food. Or maybe he just likes chaos. Or maybe he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll train you, I'm not doing anything else. Or maybe Frieza sets him free from a prison that he's like in a box. And Frieza's like, yeah, I was in hell too, I know what that's like. They relate, they hit it off. Trains him. Frieza is a freak, even among his own race. A race of freaks. So like, he could pick up UI very quickly. And if he gets to white UI, what would white hair UI be for Frieza? A white... Yo, what if his purple thing goes white? And his body goes purple? What if it's an inverse? Between like white Frieza, purple dome, white dome, purple Frieza. That could be cool. That I would enjoy. But not blue Frieza. Or maybe Frieza doesn't show up on planet Sadala. Maybe Frieza, he goes out. Maybe he attacks Broly. Maybe he trains, gets more powerful, and attacks Broly because he's cocky. He's like, oh, I have achieved a new form. I'm ready to take on Broly. Like, no, run. Excuse me. So maybe he takes out Broly. Not takes out Broly. Pause. Maybe he goes to attack Broly, and one of them sends a distress signal to Goku and Vegeta. Maybe it's Frieza, because he's getting mollywopped. Maybe it's Broly, because he's getting mollywopped. But I don't think Broly has any technology. Maybe there's a telephone in the house that Goku brought him. Maybe Frieza bumps into an old rival, or a family member presumed dead, or a family member he might have killed, still around. And maybe they've been training and they're more powerful. Or they bumped into the Lucifer Angel. And Frieza needs help. Because Frieza got his butt whooped somehow by somebody he knew back in the day. So he gets whopped. His army gets obliterated. Maybe he shows up on Earth asking for help. Maybe this is how the Frieza friendship starts. By requesting aid from Goku and Vegeta. I don't know how Vegeta would react to that. But Goku would be like, yeah, sure. He's strong though, right? He better be strong. So that's Frieza. What else could happen? We can have a Tournament of Power 2.0. Because we have like 5 universes that didn't participate. So maybe Zeno's like, oh, I want to see another tournament. I want to see another fight. Because he's a child like that and he loves fighting. Or loves watching fighting. The colors, it's pretty, it's cool. Whoa! And there's 2 of them now, so be like, yeah, make it happen. So we got universes What now? The 5 universes that were exempt from the first Tournament of Power were stronger. Like the top 5 were exempt. I don't know why they picked 5, but 5 people, at least 5, 4 or 5, because there's a universe 13, right? If there's a 13th universe, then 5 were exempt. If there's only 12 universes, then 4 were exempt. I threw in 13 because I think there's a 13th. But they were too strong. Not too strong. They were strong, and they wanted to get rid of the weaker ones. The weaker ones had Goku, Jiren, Vegeta, and Gohan. Bruh! So imagine what these top 5 universes have. Now, they're going to have some scrubs, but their scrubs are going to be like Piccolo level. Most likely. So we could have another Tournament of Power, 2.0. But what are the stakes? Is it Erasure again? That's kind of redundant. Like, we did that already. But those tournaments didn't have to deal with it. Or what's the reward? So the Super Dragon Balls again? How do you top the Super Dragon Balls? Now, maybe you could get a higher rank of universe. Like if you win, you move up the chain. Or maybe Zeno can snap his fingers, give you a power up, make you a god, make you an angel. Give you more power, make you Grand Priest level, like power you up. And what would be the reward for another? Like, there has to be a reason for people to train and for people to take it seriously. Those stakes were high. Like, you're gonna be erased permanently forever if you lose. Okay, we gotta get some strong people. Yo, Jiren, we need you now. So, like, there's gotta be a reason for the strongest of the strong to show up to fight. Now, if they're all like Goku and want to fight strong people, we're fine. But I can't imagine everybody's like that. Like, oh, we just want to fight strong people. There's going to be strong people here. Let's go fight. Like, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be stakes. Because we're not going to evolve if we're not pushed through adversity. We need a reason, the need to get stronger mid-fight. If there's no need, Goku's not going Super Saiyan purple. We haven't used purple, right? Have we? I'm running out of colors here. Power up, higher universe rank, makes you a god. There's got to be stakes. So let's go with the reward of the Super Dragon Balls. Pause. Before we do that, if the stakes are high enough to where we need Frieza again, I would like to see Frieza and Gohan go in the hyperbolic time chamber for a day. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be awesome? You have Gohan, who's strong, almost blue level. Sure, fine, whatever. And give them 4 Senzu Beans. Because Frieza's definitely stronger than Gohan right now. But Gohan is strong. Gohan has a high potential, but so does Frieza. Frieza got to gold level pummeling that purple dude who I can't... Tagayama? That's probably not his name. In the Resurrection F movie for 4 months. So give him Gohan for a year. Let Gohan catch up. Beat Gohan to shit, Frieza. Let Gohan have a Senzu Bean. Right? He comes back. He's a little stronger. Gap closes. And then they both get more powerful together. So by the end of it, by the end of the year, they're both at new heights. But we need stakes for that. There has to be a reason for that. So anyways, the reward for winning the Tournament of Power is the Super Dragon Balls. Let's just say that. Somebody wins. Somebody goes to make a wish for the Super Dragon Balls. This is probably the 3rd time, right? We had the Universe 6 for 7. Then we had the Tournament of Power. So this is the 3rd time. They summon Super Shenron. They're about to make their wish. Zalama shows up. We all forgot about Zalama, didn't we? Probably not, because who the is Zalama? He's basically God Namek person. A dragon god. He created the Super Dragon Balls. Now, He created the Super Dragon Balls, and they can grant any wish. There's no limit. Maybe he's pissed because people keep using them. Maybe he's pissed because people use them so frequently. Like, what are the chances that the balls get collected and used 3 times in less than 5 years? Right? 5 years to an immortal. That's like 2 seconds. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Are you guys cheating? So he shows up pissed, right? Maybe he shows up to stop them. Maybe he fights them. And they're all exhausted because of the Tournament of Power. Plus, he's probably dick strong. Slaps everybody. Everybody. The angels don't get involved. The gods of destruction probably don't get involved. So he's slapping all these mortals. And he's like, nah, you sit down and leave my balls alone. You see Zeno. Now Zeno, we think, could just be like, no, we're doing this. You back off. But what if him and Zeno are on equal playing field? What if he looks at Zeno and was like, nah, bro. I said no. So sit down. What else I got? Maybe he forbids them from using them. Or maybe he challenges them. Turns off his immortality. I don't know. Can you segment your power without holding back? I don't know. Maybe he nerfs himself, fights Goku. Or maybe they fight for real, and by this time Goku is strong. They give Goku a Senzu Bean. Goku goes full power, fights Zalama, extreme diff fight. Goku winds up winning. He's like, okay, you've earned it. Make your wish. They make the wish, but the penalty or the drawback of making wishes on these balls is Zalama's life force. So 3 strikes, you're out. They make the wish. Zalama drops dead or disappears. The balls turn into meteorites or disintegrate into dust. Zalama is gone. And they're all like, what just happened? But then now, that's when the Grand Priest is like, we use the balls. He has no more time on Earth. Like Goku using up all his energy, going Super Saiyan 3 against Majin Buu, using up all his time. That's it. His immortality hinged on people not finding or using the balls. And that's when we get the reveal of the Grand Priest being an evil prick. But he was just held in check by Zalama's presence. Right? Let's say the Grand Priest is Obito. Zalama is Itachi, and Zeno is the Leaf Village, Sasuke, Naruto, everybody Itachi wanted to protect. But the Grand Priest was evil the entire time. But he just couldn't do anything out of fear of retaliation, because Zeno's not a fighter. Maybe Zalama's a fighter. Fighter God King. So Zalama being around prevented the Grand Priest from doing what he wanted to do. Maybe taking control of Zeno. Maybe taking control of the angels. Maybe he turns all the angels berserk and controls them and has them fight the mortals. So now it's all the mortals from the Tournament of Power fighting all the angels. What? How do we... There's no... Run. We gotta run. Meow. Goku grabs some people. Vegeta grabs the rest. They both instant transmission run away. Like... And they have to regroup, train. And they have to defeat an army of angels led by the Grand Priest. Now that could also be another potential possibility of Frieza and Gohan going to the hyperbolic time chamber. I don't know why I'm set on them. I think I'm set on them because they have the most potential. And Goku's not going in with Frieza, and Vegeta's not going in with Frieza. Like, no. Like, if Goku's going to go in, it's going to be with Vegeta or Broly. Or Jiren. What if they make a stop in universe, what is he, 11? Pick up Jiren and Toppo. Like, yo, we need your help. And then they teleport, they go to hyperbolic time chamber, and they train for a day. What if they get Broly back? right? What if they get Broly and they train with Broly in the hyperbolic time chamber? What if we get, hold on, before we run away from the army of angels, what if we get a Super Saiyan Blue UI Goku attack the Grand Priest and get slapped? Get literally slapped and just knocked out and just Paragon base mode. I'm asleep. I need a sense of being. Like, that's a problem. When you have full power Goku get one shot like Luffy by Kaido, there's a problem. So now it's just fusion. That's it. That's all we got. It's a fusion. You have to fuse. Who are you fusing with? Vegeta or Broly? Like, that's it. That's all we got. Gohan fuses with Broly. Goku fuses with Vegeta. Now, Gohan's going to have to train a lot to catch up to Broly, but he has that potential. UI Gogeta versus the Grand Priest would be awesome. I don't like Vegito. No Vegito. I like Vegito, but I don't like Super Vegito. Or at least I don't like what they did with it. They're like, oh no, mortals just have a time limit. Like, what? Then that's no different than Gogeta. Gogeta's actually harder to get then. So no, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Vegito. Z Vegito. Yeah. And I know they're the same. I know they. Anyways, back to Broly. UI Legendary Super Saiyan Broly would be impressive. Would be so impressive. But here's the thing. I don't think Broly will never get UI. Frieza will never get UI. Gohan will never get UI. Alright, Gohan might get UI. But like, this is what I can see. I can see a UI Roshi, Krillin, Piccolo. It is a technique in which your body moves on its own, right? So it's like muscle memory. So all these dudes fighting for years and training for years upon years can achieve it. But a new fighter like Broly, a new fighter like Frieza's only trained for 4 months in his whole life, and that was barely even training. Who else? Who else can get UI? It's not Vegeta. Vegeta's more likely to get UI than Frieza, but I don't think it's going to, because that's not his style. That's not his type of thing. He doesn't turn off his brain. If he did, so he was training on Yardrat, right, for this past Moro arc before he showed up to Earth, and before Goku messed everything up. He was training, and they said, like, your body and spirit are so not aligned, are so like in ill alignment. That's not a word. Because like he's always tense and all his anger and blah blah blah. So when he gets his spirit in line, he goes to like Dodon Ray, Death Beam, like Finger Blast, a telephone or a small device, and he fires out a final flash at his fingertip. And he was like, what was that? He was like, well, your spirit's now in line, so now you're more powerful. So imagine if he went UI. Imagine if he could turn his brain off and let his body access 100% of the power that he has. He would be stronger than Goku, no doubt. No doubt he would be stronger than Goku. But, so now we have this army of angels and the Grand Priest slapping everybody. If Goku fights the Grand Priest, or Goku and Vegeta fight the Grand Priest, or Goku, Vegeta, Broly, or Gogeta, or whatever, who fights all the rest of the angels? Right? Moro? Maybe Moro has been training, kind of, in his cell? Assuming he doesn't die by the end of this arc? Broly? Jiren? Toppo? Gohan gets a new power? Can Gohan get a new power-up? Can Gohan be relevant? Piccolo? Maybe Piccolo starts to creep up and access the type of power that Zalama has. Because Zalama created the Dragon Balls. The Namex created the Dragon Balls. So maybe there's some type, there's room for Piccolo to grow. Right? TN, can we get a third eye god UI type thing going for him? Like, can we get some power-ups for the Z Fighters? Because we're going to need them in scenarios like this. If we get scenarios like this. If it doesn't just continue to be the Goku show. Now, let's say those two scenarios didn't happen. Zalama didn't show up for people using the Dragon Balls. And the Grand Prix doesn't go evil. Let's say at the end of the Tournament of Power, the two Zenos, because there's two of them now, they're like, yo, fighting looks so fun. I want to do it. Snaps his finger and adultifies. Like, gets like a full body, like height of Goku. It's like, yo, fight me. And Goku's like, are you sure? And Whis and Beerus are, well, maybe not Whis, but Beerus is freaking out. Like, no. Problems, alert, abort. So now Goku, with his Super Saiyan White Kaioken times 100 nonsense power level, is gonna fight the god of everything. That's gonna be incredible. He's gonna lose, isn't it? Now, does Zeno want to fight for fun? Or does Zeno want to fight? Like, yo, someone is finally my level or respectable. Maybe it's like Beerus. Maybe it's like Beerus looking for the Super Saiyan God. And Zeno's like, yo, okay, maybe this guy can throw hands with me. Alright, Goku, fight me or I'm going to kill your wife. Fight me or I'm going to kill your sons. Fight me or I'm going to kill everything. Maybe Zeno is this bored deity. And maybe he reverted to a child to maybe save some mental capacity. Or maybe he's like a phoenix and it's a cycle. Or maybe he went to sleep and put his body on autopilot. Or maybe he reverted to a child. So by the time he actually physically grows up, which will probably take thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of years, for the god of everything to grow up like a person, maybe by the time he's a teenager or an adult, somebody would be around who's strong enough. Or maybe the time is now, and like a switch gets flipped, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna fight you. And and one of them transforms, and like boom, 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 they fight. Or maybe he decides to fight when Zalama shows up. Maybe Zalama shows up, and remember how I said equal to Zeno? Maybe like Zalama looks at Zeno, was like, nah, bro. Like, I said no. And Zeno said, I said yes. Grows up, and they throw hands. That would be incredible. Not going to happen because it's Dragon Ball, and it has to be about Goku. But that would be incredible. Or maybe when Zalama dies, and Grand Priest wants to take over and be evil, his flip switches. He's like, oh, Zalama's gone. Sip some tea. Sip some bang. He's like, oh, it's my turn. And Zeno's like, ha, 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 ha. Nah, bro. Grows, morphs into a being with... He has to keep the football head. He has to keep the football head because that'd be hilarious. And then he fights the Grand Priest. But he's holding back like Beerus did against Goku. And the Grand Priest is like, I didn't know you could do this. And he's like, well, yeah, I made you. Like, what do you mean? You made the angels, but who do you think made you? Me, bro. I made you. Slap, sit down. So those are most of the potential possibilities that I wanted to talk about in this video. I got anything else? No, Zeno grows up, imitates all the fights that he's watched, uses their powers. Maybe Zeno fires a Kamehameha. Maybe he uses a special beam cannon, a Big Bang attack, a Final Flash, a Gamma Burst Flash. Maybe by himself, he uses a final Kamehameha Like the final Flash Kamehameha. Like, that would be cool. But yeah, so those are all the thoughts I had. I do have some more thoughts that I might make a part 2 for this video. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Like if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all my content. I will see you next time. Peace.